Kinshasa isn't just building skyscrapers. It's reclaiming altitude by investing billions of dollars into infrastructure. The Democratic Republic of the Congo is the capital of the richest land on earth with an untapped resource value of over $24 trillion. A nation whose minerals light up phones, power electric cars, and fuel the industries of the modern world. Yet today, for the first time in generations, the wealth beneath Congo soil is being matched by what's rising above it. Let's check it out.
Gentlemen, good morning and welcome to our 23rd edition Building New Cities. We are here in Malou. As you can see, work is about to begin. Today we have the honor of welcoming, to accompany
Without Excellency, the Minister of State, Minister of Urban Planning and Housing, Alexis Guissaron,
who is accompanied by the main coordinator of the Kinshasa City Expansion Project, Engineer Thierry Katatembo, who witnessed the emergence of over 1,200 factories here. And now, it will no longer be a question of going to Gombe, but now it will be a question of coming here to Maaloko. So stay tuned to follow the proceedings with us.
My presence here is justified by the fact that I wanted to visit this site. The site that will house the future industrial city of Maluku, which is a sort of prelude to this major project to expand the new city of Kinshasa, which the government is currently undertaking, of course, in line with vision of His Excellency, the President of the Republic, My Excellency Felix Antoine Tshisekedi, who would like us to change our habits by moving towards orderly urban planning, or Vungran. And this, because of all the challenges that we face today in our city, the city of Kinshasa, we all frequent it. We see that urbanization has not always been done according to the rules. There is a form of uncontrolled occupation. There are many mobility problems, traffic jams, and the like. And so, for this project to expand the new city of Kinshasa, it was necessary to do things with planning thought out in advance. So this project, which is a truly strategic project for the government, is a project where we want to first build an industrial city. This industrial city will be used tomorrow to build the new city of Kinshasa. So on this site that you see, which covers about 75 square kilometers, we are going to set up production plants, manufacturing, workshops. There will be a logistics area, there will be road infrastructure. Finally, we are going to make this entire site viable. And we are going to set up about 1,200, if not more, factories. And these factories will, as I said, be used to provide us with all the new materials needed to build the new city. But of course, the products that come out of this factory will also be used to supply the old city. I am already talking about the old city of Kinshasa because the new city will tend to expand here. And so this industrial city is a city that will not only supply Kinshasa, but also all the neighboring countries, because we are here, we want to make Kinshasa a development hub, a production hub that will also be able to supply Brazzaville, again, Angola, but also the rest of the country.
All right, guys. So these aren't vanity projects. They're declarations, right? That Congo's done exporting power without holding it, Kinshasa's skyline isn't reaching for validation. It's reaching for visibility. And when the richest country on earth starts building upward, the world should pay attention. So Kinshasa's population has passed 16 million, right? Making it Africa's third largest city behind Cairo and Lagos. So it's one of the fastest growing, right? And developers aren't just adding height for show. They're crafting a skyline that matches national ambition. right? So there's major projects underway right now for 2025. Kinshasa Financial Center Tower, right? It's the centerpiece of the new CBW. The City de Fleuve, the River City project on reclaimed land, now a Sino-Congolese venture, right? The Maluku Industrial and Urban Extension that we just looked at. It's an $8 billion, 43,000 hectare mega project linking industry, housing, and high rises, right? Another symbolic government tower, as well as the RTNC building. It's the historic modernist tower that started it all, one of the original skyscrapers right there in Kinshasa. So for the first time in decades, Kinshasa's biggest export isn't minerals, it's confidence at this point, right? So in the news, when you're seeing these pictures, these renderings of the future of Kinshasa, the future of Congo, and people are thinking skyscrapers in Kinshasa must be renders. I mean, for now, right? But the construction is real. Government-backed and privately financed projects. The Maluku Zone, it's officially approved and breaking ground, as you saw. In other areas, there's frameworks up, Congolese engineers on site, right? In the City de Fleuve, it has active residential and business phases being used as we speak, right? So for decades, Kinshasa's growth, it was horizontal, right? Slowly growing, you know, a little fragile, right? But now it's vertical, designed and deliberate, right? So this is more than architecture. It's economic self-portraits, right? So in areas in Europe, you see arguments about zoning laws. And in Dubai, you see they're building for tourists, but Kinshasa is building for ownership, right? So some cities brag about, you know, having rooftop pools and this and that. Kinshasa is bragging about finally having roofs this high, right? So in Lagos, there's Echo Atlantic. In Nairobi, there's GTC Tower. Cairo, Africa's tallest skyscraper, right? But Kinshasa, it's building its first full skyline from scratch, right? And that matters because skyscrapers really reshape economies and identities. You know, thousands of new construction and service jobs, confidence for foreign investment and Congolese entrepreneurship. You know, the skylines are really a symbol of national dignity and pride, inspiring young architects and engineers to build at home, right? Along with the environmental impact. So within this race, Kinshasa's developers have adopted green features, right? So solar glass, passive cooling, energy efficient facades, guided by the country's new green building agenda, right? So the Congo's minerals power the world, right? Now it's architecture that's reflecting that light. So inshallah, by 2030, Kinshasa could rival Lagos, it could rival Nairobi in height and match them in symbolism, right? So these new plans hint at multi-tower complexes and riverfront developments that will redraw Central Africa's map altogether, right? So while the world's tallest building may not yet be in Africa, Africa's tallest spirit already stands in Kinshasa, right? So next time someone says the sky's the limit, make sure you tell them to check the building permit, right? So Mashallah, that's your African Insight for today. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because, of course, on Mr. Empower TV, we don't chase the headlines. We chase the truth behind them. Of course, I'm Mr. Empower, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Peace.